Hello, welcome back. Last time I came to Pixie Desert and met some new friends down here. There's a room I stepped into and didn't do, so let's start there. Apparently I'm journeying to some sort of shrine here. And the door sealed by fairies looks just like one of these. Okay, tar. Grid of orbs. Challenge scroll probably. Hit the first orb on a turn that's a multiple of 5 and still clear the room. Okay, well I feel like that gives me kind of a hint for what I don't want to do for an easier time, which is fine, probably. So a lot of stuff going on here. I can swap with you anytime. What happens if I do that on a trapdoor? Trapdoor drops and I die on the way back, okay? If I'm disarmed, I stay disarmed there. But I can get my sword back this way. That seems useful. Sure, let's do that. Power token so I can bump orbs. Okay. Multiple of 5. What are you sitting on? Fire traps. Okay, so I need to... Wait, what opens this? Any of those. Okay, so I just need to route to every orb. I wonder if by teleporting twice and getting my sword back, I've... well, not necessarily broken the room, but, you know, made it possible via the challenge route here. So I can bump orbs. I mean, let's do this. Let me give myself maximum time first. And let's see, I would want that pixie on the opposite side as me, probably. So like this. In fact, let's see. So if I want... I think what makes the most sense would be to walk from here to here. Would that... Walk from here to here, teleport, hit that, hit this, hit this, hit this. Let's see what happens. So I'll do it with maximum time. If I teleport now, actually, I think that's a little more optimal, maybe. And the pixie moves, which can get me... Oh, double task. Okay, I see. So I could easily have just done the challenge there. Trivially. Let's go ahead and just do that. Multiple of 5. I wonder why a multiple of 5 though. Alright, so what I did was teleport there. Or no, I teleported here. And then we together hit that, and that didn't work. So I was still too slow. Alright, so I need to use pixie movement earlier, but I think I understand the principle. Okay, so basically, like, we move together. Let's try... If I do that, obviously that's no good. So 5. Wait, this is also no good. Hang on, so if I'm gonna be in a place like this, I want the pixie to come... Where? How? Routing is like super confusing here. Let's see if this makes sense. Doesn't. Especially if I go around that way. If I do this... confusingly, that seemed pretty good, actually. Yeah, I don't know about this, though. Let's see, if I'd swap, hit that, I'm too late. Okay, I'm a couple of turns off. Alright, so how do I route this more efficiently? Where the pixie starts... Let's see, if I'm... So the thing I did originally up here was like... Okay, this is suggesting I stay on the inside where the check marks are, which makes sense because it expects me not to have my sword here. Well, so if I'm using my sword... it's complicated. I definitely want to multitask with the pixie. I'm gonna turn. This seems no good for anything. Yeah, that's definitely no good for anything. Okay. So corners. An efficiency challenge, huh? I guess I would want to first... Do I want to start with a swap? Well, no, but I want to get the maximum amount of pixie movement in here, involved with a solution. Let's see, so I should position B-throw such that as a pixie, I'll continue advantageously. Ugh, and I am not doing that. No, that was awful. I don't really know how to think about this. Could I... Could I? So if I start you off there... See, I need to not skip this one. I'm currently closest to that with the pixie right now. That's kind of close, but not really. Okay, 30 turns is extremely tight for this. Oh dear, do I want to spend all day on this room? No. Am I gonna? Probably. Is having my sword helping me at all here? Not that I can tell. Okay, so this is like impossible to reason about because the way B-throw moves determines where the pixie's gonna come up next. So if I head up this way. Actually, wait, I think something's making sense here. That felt almost good. I'm 2 turns off. Okay, so that pattern somehow was kind of working. If we go together, like, say, if you were up here... I guess I'll face this way. Actually, don't I want us the other way around? Wait, what? When did I hit an orb? There, okay. Eh. Hmm? Hmm? It's so close to being something good, it's just then things fall apart right here. And this is the same thing I did last time, off by 2. Okay, so that's the best I can do with that pattern, obviously not good enough. So where are my major inefficiencies? Like this little transition, because I haven't hit that orb yet. I could... I mean, nothing else makes sense other than this. But that puts me in the same position as ever. Can we start in opposite corners? Is that any good for anything? I mean, opposite corners. I doubt it, but I'll try it, I guess. So you come on down. I'm gonna go north. This is a good turn because I use your movement to multitask. I'm gonna put you here, swap us. I multitask there, that's great. We do that, that's cool. I haven't used this orb though. And like, something else is missing? Either of the north ones? No way. This is not going to work. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 off. Yuck. Really? This is really the challenge. I should have input my my demo without the challenge so I could see what I did and maybe improve it just a little bit. I think I did swap like once with that. So I did like... I went here and I swapped... I guess I swapped twice-ish? See, yeah, that's the same thing. It's off by 2. So if I tried that same thing on this turn... One, 2. Yeah, off by 2 is the best I've so far been able to do. So somehow I need to improve it further than that. If the Pixie were instead of there, what about here? Let's see what that would look like. I'm going to reread that scroll. First orb on a turn that's a multiple of 5. Why a multiple of 5? You could just say like... Oh, well I guess that's... Yeah, it's weird to say like multiple of 30 plus 5, so just, sure, fair. I think now is when I'd want to swap. This makes some sense. Actually, this makes a lot of sense. This is close. This is 1 off. Okay, I improved. Just in case it means like this won't be accepted, right? The fact that it's now a multiple of 5, that's 1 turn too late, right? Since I'm off by 1, I can actually test that now. What was it that I did, though? Something like this, I think. Yeah, it was that. Oh, and that's still... Oh, I am off by 2. It's 1 more than I thought. Ugh. Okay, so How can I reason about this? Let's try and do this intelligently instead of just flailing and hoping. So the main property of the Pixie is she will move from Beethro's location toward where Beethro will be. So, you know, these two forces attract each other in some way. I can park her there. Wherever I teleport to is going to become a point of attraction. If these two are moving together, like sort of the ideal is like hit these two at the same time, walk to, okay, so be Beethro over here. So like I'm thinking this kind of movement pattern. Clang, clang. This is probably possible without my sword. Maybe not, though. So if I weren't doing that movement pattern... I could instead... if I'd swap, tap, oh, this is awful. Well, for one thing, yeah, I want to be there instead of that other place. Why am I coming over here? You're too close to me. Go away. I don't understand anything. Pixie always gets closer. So best at running a diagonal line. Or like whenever I'm Beethro, I want to move like away from the Pixie? So it feels like I want to go row by row or column by column. I don't want to go down and then come back up. So like if I would do this. Then this is awful. I'm going down and expecting to come back up somehow. I guess I could, do something terrible like that. Oops. Well, no, then she's just stuck there. I could put her somewhere else, like completely outside this. Maybe that would mean something? It's hard to imagine how. So let's get a measurement. Beethro alone hitting these orbs, including his sword. Is 6 turns too slow, so that's how much I have to save. If I would skip just 1... 3, I'm 4 turns too slow. And that's from 30, so I'm really 9 turns too slow? So Pixie movement needs to be involved. I could be on the outside, luring the Pixie like this, if that would help. But there's no way that would be better. No, she has to be in here with me. No, I mean this is nothing. No, we have to be together. I don't think I like this room. Center feels real bad to me. Like, that just doesn't make any sense, right? I don't know, maybe it could. Corners. Corners are the ones that are most out of reach. Okay, so hang on. If I put a B3C there, you'll kinda diagonal close to this. So let's start with opposite corners. That feels best, I think. Tap, swap. And then what? Oh, there are some things I like about what happened here. This orb didn't get touched, but maybe... Oh, if I touch it now... Nothing I like really happens. I still have the top 3. No. Top 2 and this one. One, 2, 3, 4. Wait, but I missed that one. What? Okay, so opposite corners doesn't work. So if you two are close to each other... Well, really, I'd want to start you, like... Nothing good is happening anywhere. This is awful. Yeah, I hate it. That's not even vaguely close to anything. I got 2 rows in way too many turns. Maybe having my sword is messing me up. Like, if I don't gain anything from not having it, though. It just makes it slower to hit some orbs. Like, it's pure benefit to have the sword. Is there some other major aspect of this I'm missing? Like, some way to circumvent the whole thing? I think this is just an efficiency challenge, but just, it's an efficiency challenge I find impossible to reason about. And the fact that these are spaced apart by even numbers is just making it that much harder. So if I start you here... Clearly I need to teleport more. I don't really want to skip anything. That's kind of close, but it's like the same amount off that I always am. I think I pretty much did the same thing, I just rotated it a bit. So where am I not teleporting and could be? Nowhere? So that's if I start you there. Yeah, okay, I'm not quite sure I don't like this room. Ugh! What is this? So I can't just like park you in a corner, do everything else myself, and have you clean up the last one or anything, right? Okay, so if it's 2 of them... If I'd start here... Okay, if it'd start like here... No, here. Okay, let's say I would start here. There was some idea for how this was going to be good. See, it takes a turn to swap, so you know, I'm losing some time every time I do that. Now we're too close together, and everything is terrible. Okay, so that route wasn't very well planned. Hold on, wait, I started when? Oh, with that one. Oh, I see. So I want my sword to face toward the, like, the most orbs I'm gonna hit. Now, diagonals across here. Oh, wait a second, diagonals. Oops. So movement-wise, that's pretty efficient. If I could then swap to a different diagonal with the Pixie. Maybe we'd have something? So let's say you were there. And I would route with my sword. But see, isn't it still quicker to just do this? Okay, well, so if my first orb tap is going to be one of those, can I like switch diagonals or something? Yeah, but see, now I'm not doing the diagonal thing I was trying to do. Like, at all. Ah! Okay, so B throw. If you hit each orb with your sword, how long does it take? Way, way longer than that other way that I measured. What was the other way that I measured? Just going row by row. Or like in this kind of spiral pattern. Yeah, see, that was like 5 turns quicker. At least. Let's try the Pixie outside maze approach. Maybe there's something useful I can do there. Because, like, this geometry is suspicious to me. Like, this is set up perfectly to sort of load a Pixie into a place where she'll, like, set me up to do that. I don't know, maybe that's good. Instead of that, let's go here. Tap. Tap. I wish you had been... Well, I can do that. Tap. Tap. Nothing. So from here it's quicker to do that. Well, I hate this. No, starting all over. Let's try it disarmed and see if that somehow makes a difference. Surely it won't. Like, again, having the sword is entirely a good thing. No, having the sword is entirely a good thing. There is no possible advantage to being disarmed. Pixies can travel over pits. Doesn't matter. Like, the checkpoint pattern acts like it expects me to be disarmed here. So yeah, remember that the swap takes a turn. So I need to be saving something significant from a swap if it's to be to my benefit. That is not what I want. There's no way that that's what I want. There's some way this could be what I want, or something that resembles it. Doesn't look like it to me, though. This seems bad. And that's because it is. What? Okay, let me try one more time to come up with a way of actually reasoning about this. I need to hit the orbs fast. When I transport, I need to travel a distance closer to an orb. These two want to attract each other. Where does the pixie start? I think the center is the worst spot. Corner seems like the best spot. The corners are the farthest away. For two objects that attract each other, they can move, like, Beethra can move away from the pixie diagonally, and, like, we can jointly get from, like, a formation like this to a formation like this. And that's convenient. Then I can swap, and we can do the same thing here. But that gives me a pattern like this, leaving one edge orb and two corner orbs that are as far away from each other as they can get. So how would I involve those extra ones? Okay, can I do like a double zigzag sort of like... Okay, let's say we were the other way around. Yeah, I could do that all day to keep you in place. It's very noisy. No, wait, what? No, I'd have to start up... here? Yeah, this is where I get confused, because like I'm trying to start up here, swap to this, get down here, You know, synchronize the two of us. I guess, like, waiting isn't such a bad move, because that's just, like... Because the pixie's moving. Sword turns. Maybe those mean something. Alright, so I don't know how to involve this yet. Maybe... I have some idea, maybe. If I keep this... Tap... Wait, swap... Wait, this is good. I did it? Okay, so I sort of had this concept that, like, I had this, like, A shape going. And, you know, I knew how to zigzag like that. So I just had to involve the corners and the edge. So I thought, like, if I do a modified A shape and hit the extra one as I go column by column, then it could be good. And I have no idea what I actually did, but it did it somehow. Okay, so you're not exactly friends, but destroying an entire city seems a bit harsh? Well, tell that to them. So, you're sure you guys didn't provoke them in some way? We never said that. Alright then. Okay, well that was a nightmare of a room. It's done now, though. Ugh. Okay, so not finishing this hole today. Let's hope that's the worst challenge in here. And I got probably 4 more rooms here, or maybe, let's see, I think the shrine's maybe in the center. So still 4 more rooms, because there's a hub. There isn't like a second secret in here or anything, is there? For symmetry? Well, how do I know this is symmetric? Memory? The implication of this, maybe? Alright, anyway. Well, that's done. I'll see you next time for whatever's down here.